As I enter my 27th year on this earth, I thought I would share 27 things that I've learned. These things have shaped me, but also these are things that I continuously work on every day. So, here we go.
Don't blow them out yet.
Okay.
Now that's the one for good luck over there. And how old are you?
2.
2?
Count.
This many.
3.
3. We need more fire.
Whoopsie. That scared me. Did it scare you?
Yes.
We have to be careful with this fire, don't we?
We're on the edge with those birthday cakes.
Yeah, now just a second.
Oh,
Wait a
oh.
minute. No.
We have to sing.
We have to sing to you.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Zoe. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Blow out, make a wish.
Go harder.
Oops.
Don't spit on my face.
It's never too late to try something new. There's always time to start what we wanted to start. There's always time to pick up something that we stopped doing. Don't let time hold you back from doing what you want to do. Not everyone will like you. Be content that you can't please everyone. The secret to being happy is just accepting where you are in life and making the most out of it every day. And surrounding yourself with those who will unconditionally support and nurture your relationships. It's okay to say no. I spent many years forcing myself to do things I didn't want to. Don't sacrifice your needs to help someone else, even if you feel guilty about it. And trust me, I have felt guilty about saying no the few times that I have. But people will always have requests, and you are your number one priority. Boundaries are hard, but necessary. Boundaries equal balance. Boundaries are important because they're necessary for every interpersonal relationship that we have. One of the biggest challenges I've faced in life is figuring out what to do when someone repeatedly violates our boundaries. Say thank you. I want people to always know how appreciated they are. Being thankful always makes me feel more positive and resilient, and I believe there's power behind being kind to those around us. I spend every day making sure that I spread kindness. Practicing gratitude has become a staple in my everyday. Tell people you love them. I've learned the hard way that time is not guaranteed. People that you think you will have forever will leave, whether by choice or not. So never throw away the chance to say I love you to the people you care about, because when they're gone, no matter how loud you shout and cry, they will not hear you anymore. Make time for your health. I learned the hard way that if you don't make time for your wellness, you will be forced to make time for your illness. Health journeys are not linear. Building habits takes time, and I just have to constantly remind myself to make the conscious effort to fuel myself with good foods and go outside every day. It's never been about having the time. It's always been about making the time. And you just have to switch your mindset. Don't be so hard on yourself. I constantly have to remind myself that I'm doing my best. I often reflect on the grief, heartache, and suffering that has shaped me, and I applaud myself for still growing and flourishing beyond that. You know, those feelings and those situations, they don't define us. Applaud yourself every day and tell yourself how proud you are of you. Take photos, document the memories. Growing up, I loved to see all the pictures my grandparents kept. One day, I hope my children will want to look at the memories of me in my life, no matter what I look like. So take the moment and document the memories. We have a whole lifetime to live, and I'm not trying to forget any of these moments. Ask for help. Not because you're weak, but because you want to remain strong. Guidance helps us see what we can't. It's not easy every time, and everyone can use a little help. Respect the choices that people make. I may not understand the reasons or be okay with the way that they happened, but I can be respectful and embrace someone's choices. There is no room for judgment, and learning when to take the high road when people's choices don't respect you is probably one of the hardest things I've ever learned. Be kind. Acts of kindness are never wasted. Be kind without expecting anything in return. Be kind to everyone. This world is dark. People are sad, and we should want to be a part of a group that rebuilds and brightens every day with our kindness. Travel. I haven't been everywhere, but I promise it's on my list. I want to look back and be excited about all the places that I've been. Traveling recently has not necessarily been to find myself, but more to remember who I've been all along. Find your reasons, find your happy place. Where the world seems so pure and filled with joy, it brings you tears to go back home. Those are the places I want to go. Let it go. 3 words, a whole lot of meaning. Sometimes it's easier to just say, to hell with it and keep moving. But most times it's hard to just let it go. Practicing being mindful of who to ignore, what to overlook, where to leave things, when to move on, and why it's all necessary is definitely the key to your well-being. At least it's been for mine. Give back. You may not have much, but you do have the ability to give something to those that need it. Time, energy, love, kindness, and so much more. As we grow older, you will discover that you have 2 hands, one for helping yourself and the other for helping others. Yoga changes your life. Yoga has never been about performing perfect postures for me. It's something that I've gone to in my darkest times and been able to dig myself deep inside my soul, and it's allowed me to change the way I live my life and participate in my relationships. Yoga is vulnerable, and it fuels the energy and intention for the future. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparing yourself to others will leave you feeling negative and potentially inferior. Neither creates a happy you. There is power in vulnerability. It takes courage to push through fears and share your true self with others. Vulnerability is the heart of love, belonging, joy, courage, empathy, and authenticity. Let yourself be vulnerable with those that care deeply for you, and give that same respect in return. Step in and out of your comfort zone. What you think is comfortable may surprise you if you take the first step outside of it. Wonderful things have never blossomed inside our comfort zone. Just do one thing every day that scares you. Trust me. You cannot avoid heartbreak, but you can learn from it. Losing a relationship can throw you into a downward spiral. A lot like grief, there are different emotions we go through depending on the situation. The ache for the loss of someone you've spent time with and trusted can overwhelm you, but I find it's important to surround yourself with people and resources that always keep your light on. Mine is definitely dim right now, but she's still lit, and that's what matters. So I always remember to believe that there is hope and love beyond this moment of sadness. Healing is not linear. Healing is not a task. There is no timeline or checklist that you follow. Every step we take in healing moves us closer, but most of the time, it is a 2 steps forward, 1 step back situation, and that's okay. You just can't compare your healing journey to anyone else because it is your own. And whatever it is correct. Dreams are meant to be big. Dreams are big so we can grow into them. Don't hold yourself back, and always know that you are capable of anything you set your mind to. Have the courage to pursue your dreams. The solution to most problems is a hot shower and a good cry. Being emotional is oftentimes seen as a weakness. However, there is something to be said about taking a hot shower and letting your tears fall. It's one of my safe places, and it's allowed me time to clear my head and think deeply about what I'm feeling. You owe no one an explanation. My life has taken multiple turns, and this past year being one of the biggest ones. And I'm choosing not to share the details of why with everyone I know. And this is more to protect my peace than anything, and that's okay. And it's also none of anyone's business but my own. Indecision is a decision. One of the hardest lessons I continue to learn is that of not deciding. Because when you choose not to make a choice, you are making a choice. And in return, that can sometimes be the most detrimental choice of all. Go to therapy. Find a therapist you love, someone who you trust and feel comfort in sharing your deepest thoughts and hurt with, and even your biggest successes and happinesses with. Therapy and I have had an ongoing relationship for years. We take breaks, but I always know that I can come back to her when I need it. Love yourself unconditionally. How can you love someone else or expect someone to pour all of their love into you if you don't love every inch of you inside and out? And I'm not saying that I do. I'm saying that that's something that you have to work on. That's something that you have to put a lot of effort into, is reminding yourself that you are worthy of your own love. Prioritize yourself. Praise yourself often. Because when you love yourself, it doesn't matter who doesn't love you.